Hello everyone guys, welcome to my channel Solo Gaming. Today we will be talking about the new game which has been released for PlayStation, that is The Last of Us second part. Today we will be talking about how to get Last of Us Part 2 on PC and what are the different offers which different websites are giving to us to download The Last of Us Part 2. Please watch the video till the end guys if you want to know if it's available for PC or not. Thank you.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President.
So, is The Last of Us Part 2 coming for PC is really a question. Sony hasn't announced anything yet, and there's very little evidence to go on. There has been recent job posting that do hint at Naughty Dog looking into it, but that's the only piece of hard evidence. There are plenty of reasons why The Last of Us on PC would be sense for Sony. Sony has started to slowly release its exclusives into PC, which includes the Dino Hunting Adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's unclear if it will fully embrace the strategy. With Microsoft winning hearts and minds embracing the PC along Xbox, Sony would wise to follow suit with PS5. The pieces are all lining up, but now it's just a rumor. There's everything we know so far about possible Last of Us Part 2 PC version. There are also rumors that the Last of Us Part 2 has been released for PC just to piss off the PlayStation fans because there has been a long fight between the console players and the PC players. So we don't have confirmation, but there are some tweets and other evidences which show that there will be a PC version for this game. Moreover, to talk about this game has already been dubbed the most accessible game ever. It has more than 60 different accessibility settings, allowing an unprecedented level of customization and fine tuning. Every button can be changed, and one handed control schemes are available by default. Players like Courtney can turn into direction arrows on subtitle to indicate where the sound is coming from. Players like Steve can outline characters and
I'm
enemies
Neil
in
Druckmann,
vivid
Vice
colors.
President of Naughty Dog and the
The
Director of
Last of
Development
Us
for
Part 2 has launched
which
exclusively
is a
for
three-week waiting
PlayStation
launch
4.
from June
It is a
19th
sequel to The
through
Last
July
of
14th,
Us from
2019.
2013
It
that
has
came
been
out
long,
for
but we're
PlayStation 3
extremely
in
grateful for your patience,
2013
especially
and
now
the
in
PlayStation
these
4 in
unprecedented
2014.
and challenging
The
times.
Last of Us Part 2 is a
Remember always to take care of yourselves,
77.5
your
gigs in
two, your
size.
friends, and your
That's a
loved
lot,
ones.
guys. And the standard edition
Because we
gets
do
you
extraordinary
an
service
avatar
for you,
icon,
we can't
while
come
the
together for the
deluxe
final
edition
stretch
comes
and
with
share the
digital
experience like we
soundtrack,
usually do.
digital
So today we're
Dark
trying something
Horse
different,
mini artbook,
something we've never
6
done
PSN
before.
avatars for PS4, and a PS4 dynamic theme. This original game won a number of awards,
If you're
including
a
the
pandemic
Outstanding
lover,
Innovations in the
what awaits you
Gaming
in The Last of
at
Us
the
Part 2?
DICE Awards,
Including new
the
details
Best
about
Third
the
Person
upcoming
Shooter
games,
from game trailers, and
with The
was
Last of Us
called
Live
Best PlayStation
showing a
Game
never before
by
seen
multiplayer
glimpse of
gaming
gameplay,
publications. So, naturally,
you'll
the
get the
hype and the
details.
expectations from The Last of Us 2 are quite high. So there's a good news for you guys. You guys can snag a free dynamic PS4 theme made for the game. First released in February, the theme features protagonist Ellie in two very different situations and presents the balance between peaceful life and chaos that has underscored the series so far. The Last of Us Part 2's Duality Dynamics theme can be
The Last of
downloaded
Us
by
Part 2 is
entering
a
a
brilliant
code
role
specific to
exploration
your
game
region
fully
on
realized
PlayStation
in the
Store.
universe.
We were unable to find it by
Ellie is
using
built to stand the
Store's
exact
search
same
bar.
amongst a
I'll be
fragmented
putting you a
environment.
short video of
As
how
the threats of the
to
world
claim that
continue to
code and how
intensify,
can you get
Jackson has
that
been able
theme
to find
for
relative
free.
peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline.
This game has been out for just few of days, and there's already a war raging over the Metacritic. The game is the newest battleground for user score bombing of major release, where it has 3.4 out of 10 score as opposed to its 9.5 out of 10 critical census, which put it as one of the top reviewed game of the generation. So why people are bombing this game? There are likely three reasons. First one is the game's prominent use of LGBT characters. Second is the spoilers for the game that leaked out ahead of the time. Context free, many people did not like the plot turn revealed. Perhaps some who have played the initial hours don't like the game, albeit scoring it to 0 out of 10 for chunky controls after a few hours seems extreme. I do not recommend you read those user reviews as they are full of spoilers. So these are all the things you need to know about The Last of Us Part 2, and soon I'll be releasing the video if I get some more news about The Last of Us Part 2 on PC. So stay tuned and enjoy the gameplay further. Keep gaming, happy gaming. Thank you.
Two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser, a girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. There are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers, large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves. Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage.
I got something.
Infected?
Let's get in there.
The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
You think this guy's connected to the girl
They can
from
pick up your
school?
scent and alert their
That'd be a hell
handlers
of a
to your
coincidence
presence.
if they weren't.
Listen mode will reveal your scent trail,
Big groups, it's
so
a
keep
street
moving
fight.
and cause distractions to avoid detection.
They could be hiding anywhere.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack. You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move. Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Back off! Got you now!
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left. Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character. Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more. All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay. Enjoy.
Did you find her yet?
Shit.
Escaped while no one was looking. We're searching the area, just in case she's still around.
Isaac's not happy about it.
No shit.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about? Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
Easy.
Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Boat's away. Word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for Fob.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Hope that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear why we're all getting called up to the Fob?
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
It's what I heard.
Shut up.
All right, calm down.
Charlotte! Roger and Bob! Thinking came from that way!
I'll go check it out.
I got you covered.
Holy shit!
Shit! Look out! No! Over here! Drop her now, crook! Asshole!
I found her!
Right over there! Damn it! Find another way up!
That you, Nora?
Maybe if you posted more guards, Abby would still be herself.
What the fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.